Stop listing more items as a way to make more money reselling. This is one way to do it. I get it. But before you start doing this, you need to make sure that your store, that your listings, that everything that you're doing right now is in tip-top shape. If you are just listing more items as a way to make more money and you're not doing the best that you can be doing right now, all this is going to do is cost you more money. And those problem areas that you have in your store right now are just going to get bigger as your store increases and harder to tackle. So in today's video, I am sharing with you 5 things that you should do before you start increasing those listings. And once you've done these 5 things and your store is in tip-top shape, I'm going to show you 2 things that you can look at to make sure that you are sourcing appropriately and purchasing items that are going to make you more money. Let's jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to recommend if you are selling on eBay is pulling a listing quality report. I'm going to link the video up here. It's a very, very, very comprehensive report. I walk through step by step of how to look at this report because it's going to give you a lot of information. But essentially what it is going to do is look at ways that you can improve your listings, look at ways that you can improve your store. No, it's just your listings, listing quality report. But looking at ways that you can improve your listings, it compares you in all of your different categories. So regardless of what you sell, it compares you to the top 5% of people selling in your category. What is that top 5% of people doing and how do you compare to it? What can you improve upon? It also looks at the Google search. And so if your items are not coming up in Google search, what can you do to fix those items? If your listings are not good, they're not coming up in search, they're not being sold. And so if you just continue to buy more items and you're continuing to list the same way that you normally list, you're just spending more money on items sitting and not items selling. So work on your listings and make sure your listings are in tip-top shape. The second thing I'm going to recommend doing is make sure, and this is for eBay, make sure that your status is good, that you are doing everything right on the back end. And I'm going to show you how to do this So in eBay, you can look how you're ranking. If you are not below these metrics, you need to work on those. Listing more items is not going to make you more money if you are not doing your best customer service, your best metrics in all of these categories on eBay. So this is in my seller hub. You can go to your seller under my account, go to your seller dashboard. This is going to tell you all your seller levels, all the things that eBay is looking at to give you exposure. If you're not top rated, you're not getting exposure, and listing more items is not going to help that. Working on what makes you top rated is going to help that. If you have a bad defect rate, if you have a late shipment, all of these items, I'm not going to go through it, but look at these. All of these items, if you have sore spots here, you need to work on this. Listing more items is not going to make you more money. It's just going to have more items sitting. You're going to spend more money for them not to sell because you are not meeting the criteria that eBay needs. So definitely work on that. The third thing is going to be check your inventory. Make sure that it is selling to the level that it needs to be selling at. These are some reasons top rated. If you are not hitting eBay metrics, that could be a reason that you're not selling well. If your listings are not there, make sure that those are not selling well. I'm going to show you the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. This is how I track and manage my inventory. This is for sale down below if you guys are interested in looking at your numbers this way as well. And it's 50% off if you become a YouTube member, as well as both of my courses are free and a couple other downloadable. And then obviously all the other perks that come with becoming a YouTube member, like, you know, accountability and exclusive content and all of that. But so look at your inventory. If you are not, and look at, I am not at Reseller Nirvana. This means it's coined by Chris at a daily refinement, but it means that you are selling as many items as you're listing. If you are not doing this, this is one metrics that I track. And if I'm not doing this, increasing my listings means I'm just going to have more stale inventory. I need to figure out what the problem is and what's going on to make sure that I hit Reseller Nirvana. For the sake of this video, we don't have time, but I am going to link a video up here of how to look at your data and analytics in eBay, because if you have eBay, you don't have your own metrics to look at, you can go in and really dig deep into the data and analytics on eBay and figure out what the problem is and what you can be doing to make sure that your inventory is tip-top shape. The other metrics that I want to look at is going to be just my categories and see, do I have any low-hanging fruit? Right now, my stuff is looking, my categories are looking okay. But if I had some categories that were down here with a low average sale price and a low sell-through rate, I would be concerned and start looking at those and figure out what is happening with those categories. What categories are not selling well? Sell-through is how many items are sold out of how many that are for sale, and not selling high. Now, if you sell low average sale price items, it's no problem. But your sell-through rate should be high. If you're selling low price items and they're also not selling, then you have a problem. Dig deep into your data and make sure that all of the categories that you're selling, all of the brands, everything that you are selling is in tip-top shape. It's things that people want. If you don't have access to your data, again, like I said, you can look at your data and analytics in eBay. You can also go into TerraPeak and kind of look at some of the, I'll link a video up here, that's why I'm pointing. You can also go into TerraPeak and look up some of the stuff that you're selling and make sure that it is actually what eBay wants right now. Check against your competition. This is your biggest downfall, or your biggest sore point. I don't know. Check your competition though. This is, if your competition is offering free shipping, free returns, they have better pictures, people are going to pick them. People come to eBay unless you have a huge following and they're coming directly to your store, which most of us do not. They're coming to eBay, they're searching for an item, and they're going to pick the best one. So make sure your pictures are better than your competition. Make sure you have offerings that are better than your competition, whether it be free shipping or free returns or whatever it is. It's going to be dependent upon your categories, but make sure you are better than your competition. Go in and search some of your items. Try and do it incognito, otherwise your items will come up, but do it incognito or log into someone else's computer or someone else's store and search that way, because the algorithm's going to pick up your store and bring your stuff to the top. But search that way. Make sure you're coming up top in search, and then look at what the others are offering compared to yours and make sure you are better than them. And then the last thing is your efficient processes. Make sure your processes are as efficient as they can be, because what's going to happen if you start listing more items, you're going to have to start sourcing more. You're going to have to start listing more, photographing more, shipping more. All of your processes, you're going to have to be spending more time on. And so you need to make sure that your processes are as efficient as possible so that you have time to do these, and or you can start outsourcing and paying someone else to do these for you. If you don't have processes in place, you cannot teach someone how to do what you're doing because you don't have a process in place. So go through and make sure every single process, time your processes, and then improve on them. I spent an entire year doing this and getting my processes as fast as I could get them. I'm going to link my video up here of my processes to give you some ideas. I'm fully aware that what I do is not going to work for everybody, but even just shaving down 30 seconds is going to save you hours in the long run. That's more listing, more sourcing. For me, it's more time with my family. But to make more money, you need to have efficient processes before you start listing more. Otherwise, you're going to start getting death piles and you're going to start buying a lot more inventory, not being able to get it listed. Also not being able to make more money, just spending more money. So now that you have made your store the best that it can be, 2 things that you can do to make sure that you are buying what is selling. Again, it's going to be looking at your numbers and data. Sarah Style Sales and Trends Dashboard, I would come in here. This is going to be the best information because it's your information. It's based off of your knowledge, your categories, everything that you know, and you're buying, how it is actually selling. Look here and see what categories are selling well. Scroll down and look and see what your top brands are. Okay, this is pretty big. Nike is pretty big. It has a 10% sell-through rate, $38 average sale price. How do I know if this is good? I am comparing this to my monthly summary. It is a higher average sale price than my average. It is a high sell-through rate. Nike is something that I should continue to pick up. It's telling me it's better than my average. This is something I should be working on. These are my top 20 brands. These are things that I should be focusing on. I already know what to pick up. I don't have to go learn something new. These are things that I already know, as well as going in and looking at your categories. If you do not have access to this, you can go to eBay Terapeak Data. Like I said, I have a full tutorial on how to use it. But if you come over here to my Seller Hub, you go to Research, you go to Terapeak Sourcing Insight. If you scroll down, it is going to tell you, based off of your categories, things that you are selling, what your great opportunities are. Activewear, skirts and skirts, athletic shoes, outerwear, active, right? These are all based off of me. If you click into this, it gives you a lot more information. Like I said, that's not the purpose of this video. I'm not doing a tutorial on it. I do have a video linked in the cards and down below on how to use eBay Terapeak. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'd also like this video. I will link a playlist here of how to make money reselling, and then make sure to hit that subscribe button to learn how to make money reselling on Poshmark and eBay.